be making chocolate gravy and biscuits. Now this is something I've never tried before as far as making or tasting. I've seen it before, just never tried it. I have a subscriber named Scott Watts. He made a comment asking me if I would make them, and I told him I'd give it a try because it's something I definitely would probably love because I love chocolate. And I'm not going to do the whole video on the biscuits because I've already made at least 4 or 5 biscuit videos, but I'm just going to show you the basics. I'm just doing the what they call old-fashioned bowl biscuits, where you just have the flour and you add buttermilk and some shortening. You can use lard also. Now if you don't have buttermilk, you can take each cup of milk, whole milk you have, add a tablespoon of white vinegar, and you stir it in there and let it sit for about 5 or 10 minutes, and that'll make it where it tastes just like if you was to use buttermilk in a recipe, which is what I'm going to do today because I don't have buttermilk on hand today. Okay, now I have about 2 cups of self-rising flour, and I like to use White Lily, and I'm going to add the buttermilk. This is a cup and a half, but I'm not going to put the whole cup and a half in to begin with. I'm going to go ahead and put a good sized scoop of the Crisco in. Okay, now this method, you just take your hands and you would just mash it up, the Crisco and the milk, and then you would add a little flour as you go along. Okay, now I got the oven preheating at 500 degrees, and I have my cast iron skillet lightly greased. Okay, I'm waiting for the oven to finish preheating. In the bowl here, I have a 1/4 cup of cocoa, I have 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, and I have 3/4 cup of white sugar, just regular granulated sugar. Okay, now to this mixture, I'm going to add 2 cups of whole milk. Okay, now I have it on medium-high heat, and I'm just going to whisk it to make sure there's no lumps. And I'm going to cook it for about 7 minutes or so until it thickens up and starts looking like gravy. Alright, now it thickened up a lot quicker than I thought it would. That only took about 5 minutes to get to this point. Next time, if I make it again, I will sift the flour, because there's a couple pieces of flour in here that just will not, I mean, it's not a big deal, but that way you won't have little pieces that won't break up for you. I normally sift it. I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Okay, the biscuit's got to have a couple more minutes, so I'm just going to keep this warm. Now I have to add a tablespoon of butter and 2 teaspoons of vanilla, but you want to do that once it's at this point where it's real thick. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the tablespoon of softened butter. And I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Okay, I just made 4 large biscuits, so we call these cat head biscuits. And I always like to flip them up so the bottoms don't get soggy. I'm going to go ahead and put one on the plate real quick. Let's get this big one right here. Well, they're all big, really. The biggest. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not really sure how you eat it, but the way I eat my regular biscuits and gravy is I just put the gravy on top. So that's what I'm going to do with this one. Okay, it's still really hot. I'm going to try to taste it real quick. I got my sweet tea here in case it tastes like crap. Hopefully it won't. It's really hot. I'm gonna have to let it cool for just a second. Okay, it's still hot, but I gotta go ahead and try it. It looks so delicious. Wow. I was thinking it might be a little too sweet, but it just has just enough sugar in there. Well, that's really good. Cut it open so you can see a little bit. Okay, now I can't stop eating. Well, there you have it. Thanks a lot. And thanks, Scott, for the idea.